All right, welcome everyone, players, probably not viewers, to a game of 5th edition D&D, where we are playing in Illumina and we are heading north, probably about a day's travel to the west of the Illumina outpost, where a mine is not in immediate danger, but is struggling to deal with bullet problems. So the Illumina's watch isn't able to deal with it, and the soldiers aren't strong enough. And with adventurers being busy with a lot of problems going on, they haven't found the right time to really put that notice up for a boulette. However, with our current adventurers, we'll introduce themselves. Bolgar Bronzebeard has decided that there's not enough equipment to go around, and especially with the dryness of how the mine, he wants the problem solved quicker than most. He's assigned this group of adventurers to not only deal with the threat, but maybe collect its hide and whatever it's eaten, or whatever they can find, perhaps, and use it to create some new gear as a reward to them. So let's get started with our most veteran character and work our way back as they ride the wagon to the mine. Starting with Oral.
I guess that's me, and Javier again playing our favorite paladin, yay! The half of Lathander paladin that's Oral Silver Smile, always with a smile on his face, and well, having his armor being started to be a bit in kind of disrepair, and well, as he already lost his greatsword, it's well done this mission introducing the new blood around the guild and hopefully getting a new armor, improved wand, but out of all, he just wants for once to break his bad record of dealing with newbies and take them on a mission with no casualties. Just for once. I mean, hope is always there, isn't it? You don't know that.
All right, let's move to Layla.
Hello, my name is Lionel. I'm going to play Leila Adoel. She's a drow lady, a cleric bard in the service of Mistra, a fiancée of Arachris. She was in the dungeon at the south of the current continent in Airwood, but she decided, along with her child friend Amaelis, to go back to Illumina. She is currently solving stuff and preparing herself to be of use again and adventure. And this time, along with this group of adventurers looking to solve trouble, which she might be.
All right. So let's introduce our fresh blood for the day. We'll start with Hope, and then we'll let Maurice and Mongo introduce themselves together.
Yeah, Hope is a tiefling who is a warlock who tried to figure out how to deal with devils and demons as much as possible. And he just sitting in the wagon and reading the book he got from the guild about how to make deals with the demons. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So, Maurice, Mongo.
You have to excuse me. My friend Mongo is gone right now. Hello. Yes, I am Maurice Finnegast. priest of the goddess Shanti. I am, as you might say, a cleric, although I do prefer priest. And I am very, some might call rotund. I love food, but do not worry, my heart is big. My ambition, maybe a tad bit smaller, but I'm here with my Mongo, with my friend Mongo, ready to go on today's adventure. Oh, sorry. I think I just broke the fourth wall. I'll get back to the
Not
game.
ready to ascend yet.
What?
This is the moment
Not
to do
ready
it.
to ascend. Get back down to the mortal realm.
Oh, fine.
I guess Mongo is a human barbarian. I don't know the details of him. So,
Yes, all you need to know about Mongo is Mongo, 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 smash.
good to know. All right. So you guys are riding in the wagon. Who is inside the wagon and who is outside the wagon? So I know Mongo is driving.
I'm inside if I can read it. Read stuff inside.
Okay.
Or it will be riding a tomb alongside the wagon.
All right.
Layla is either inside or in the roof. She is an elf. I imagine she is capable of either.
Well, the roof is rather uncomfortable.
Oh, wait.
It's not.
Which it is still daylight, right?
Yeah, it's still daylight.
So she will
It'll
be
take you a
inside
couple
because
days.
yeah, well, in daylight she will stay inside because the light will bother her, but in at night she will stay out on the outside part of the wagon to help keep watch.
All right. Mongo is still away. So
Yeah. Maurice would just Maurice would be outside, probably sitting next to Mongo if there's room, supervising him while he's driving.
okay. Maurice and Oral make perception rolls.
20. Not natural, but 20.
14 for Oral.
Okay. Oral, you don't notice. You don't really hear anything. Maurice, you're looking ahead. You can see Oral's on the left side of the wagon. As you're a little distracted by how the light of Khatum, the celestial lizard, is kind of shining off his armor and such. But as you look past the glowing lizard and look to your far left in the woods, you see a strange woman. I want you to make a nature check. Nature or Arcana, and if you have both, roll with advantage.
I only have one. That would be a 3.
Would she? Is daylight?
Yes, it's daylight.
Okay, sorry.
You just see a woman standing out in the woods. It's kind of hard to get a good bead on what she's doing, but she's emitting a soft glow. And as you are driving towards the mine, you notice that she is keeping a solid pace with the vehicle. She's wearing, the only thing you can really discern about her is that she's wearing white fur robes.
Oh crap.
Quite a strange woman. Aurel, do you see her?
Who? What?
Yes, there's a woman off on the side there. Do you see her?
Oral looks in the direction He points out.
All right, as you guys are now kind of focusing your gaze on her, you definitely, Oral, you definitely know that it's Estra. She's probably about 60 feet from the road, walking through the forest. She's keeping up with the wagon, and she's got you. And the glow is definitely coming from what you know is the leaves from that are growing out of her hair. To Maurice, you can see that they're leaves, but you don't know that leaves glow like that, so you're assuming that they're some sort of charm.
Yeah.
Or like jewelry that's just reflecting.
What a strange individual. Should we stop?
No, don't worry, it's nothing. It's really nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
All right, you are the veteran. Keep driving, Mongo.
I keep an eye on Harry. That calms you, eases your mind.
All right,
it's
so
really big problem.
Yeah, she's definitely keeping an eye on you guys, but she never. It doesn't seem like it seems like Oral, you know her a bit better than the others, and she wants to come to the road while you're resting, but it seems like she doesn't want to like test that idea.
Actually, well, when we stop to rest, Oral will during the night or while they are having dinner or before going to sleep, he will get up and give some excuse like I have to go for a moment,
At night, there's no way she can hide. It's actually like she is just a glowing light.
Yeah, but he's going to be like, I need to make my thing, and he will go in that general direction.
Check him.
All right, roll deception versus insight.
I'm not that good at deception.
17 insight.
What's my deception? Okay. Yeah.
So.
Fucking hell, 6.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I just gotta go over here and I gotta pee. And he's pointing at where he's going, which is the woman in the woods.
If you don't mind, I think being alone in the wild is quite dangerous. I can go with you.
Don't worry, ma'am. I think I know to be alone. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, and she tries to to insinuate that she wants to know the creature. I do not remember if Leila and Estra have talked, and she knows about her.
Make a nature or arcana check. You can all see her now, by the way. If you're resting at night, you just see 22. This woman standing in the woods.
Arcana 22.
You've never seen anything like her before. She looks like she's a dryad, but you know that dryads are bound to the ground, bound to the ground and trees. Dryad seems quite mobile and seems to have legs to actually walk around on, so that can't be it. But she's growing leaves as well, like she is one, and roots are forming around her body. But you never knew a dryad's leaves don't glow like hers do either, so you're not really sure what to make of it. From what you can see, it's basically like she's in daylight anyways, so you can see that her skin actually looks like it's bark. A dryad does have like thickened skin, but it's not actually doesn't actually ever become bark.
Yeah,
So when
if I am unsure if you are safe with that thing moving around. I mean, I'm not sure if she's a if that is a dryad. I have met one and they are not like that.
Oral, that it's for knowing him, he's usually like very cheerful and lax. He's not really a strict type, but this time you see like his face suddenly turns like very serious, and you're insisting on this, so he says, "Sorry, but you're not coming with me." And he just turns around and starts to leave the group towards her.
Have fun dealing with the strange woman.
Hope is jumping out because he have never seen a glowing creature before. So he jump out and take one of his books that's planned, and he just go up to her and say hey and begin to draw her. How her leaf out of the hair.
You go to pull a leaf off of her, and she
No,
smacks
no, no,
your
no,
hand
no,
with it.
no. I'm not gonna pull. I'm gonna draw her in a book I have about a leaf out of the hair. I'm not gonna pull anything.
He's
So you're drawing her. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
So
drawing her.
you're drawing her, and she doesn't take notice to your actions, so she's more interested in Oral coming towards her. Do any of you guys want to approach her? She's just out in the open.
Well, being that blunt and rude, Oro has give a kind of warning towards Layla, so she will stay at a distance to procure help to him in case it becomes it comes he is threatened somehow, but she will not approach.
Okay. All right, Oral, you approach Estra. She's comfortable with your presence, and she steps out from behind the tree. She knows it's not really providing her any cover. She knows that everyone else knows she's there, but
Hello, Estra. Nice to see you again. How are you doing?
she says, honestly, it's kind of lonely out here.
I can only guess.
She says, at least I can talk to the animals, but it's hard to hold a conversation with a badger.
I can talk to the animals too, and yeah, I understand.
Where are you all going?
We were actually heading to a mine not far from the outpost. It seems it's having problems with some kind of blood. Seems to be nothing serious yet, but it's escalating, so well, we want to avoid it going any further.
Okay. Do you need any help?
I see you've been following us. Well, another in the group noticed I didn't really. In daylight, it wasn't that easy to find you, but now I think everyone can see you because you live out kind of in a glow. You have really changed in so little time.
Yeah. It's weird. I know.
Indeed, it is. It's nice still. So, did you want to join us or something? Can you do that? I don't know. I kind of thought you wanted to keep it a secret for now, but I told them not to come with me. But
Well,
that's your call, I
I
guess.
still want to be useful, but I mean, if you're going anywhere, in like a town or something, I can't really follow you.
But could you follow us in the mine? That's technically still, well, that's not a town. It's kind of natural still, even if it has some intervention.
I can try. I don't know if I can.
Well, if you really want to, you you can come with me and get introduced to the others. I mean, I think they're quite fascinated by your appearance.
I can try.
Well, let's go then.
Yeah, so you guys get to the road, and this road isn't particularly well taken care of. You watch her as she steps on it, and she walks towards the little campfire and sits down beside it.
Well,
hi everyone.
Who might you be? Hello, welcome. Who might you be?
Yes, hello. Mongo, put down the stick. Put down the stick.
Mongo keeps poking at the bug he was playing with.
That's fine, I guess. Yes, who might you be?
My name's Estra.
Estra? I think she recognized her.
Yeah, it's me.
yes,
But-
you know, Layla. I know she's a bit different. Just a bit.
Just a little.
But
I mean, it's only the fact that I metamorphosed into a different creature that I'm not sure what I am. But my personality's still the same.
This is still amazing.
Same gig. It meshes well enough with Layla's flow. She kind of is reluctant to give away at first, but she cannot hold it, and she goes to poke and look around and detail Extra as well. I'm sorry, it was so interesting.
Thanks.
Oh, Baz,
I don't.
what was you before since to say you changed?
Oh, I was just a farm girl.
Human?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna note all the dresses down. And I showed a picture, I draw of her. And I asked, can I take one of your leaf, or is that like hair for you? Or...
It actually really hurts. I tried it on
Okay.
myself.
I don't trust anything. And I asked, can I determine what? Can I try to determine what she are?
Yeah, make a nature or arcana check, and if you have both, then roll both.
I have a history, but
Even if you don't have it, it's just a knowledge skill. So roll.
Emma. I think Maurice might actually know, since he's a priest of Shanti, so he's not a druid, of course, but he might be familiar with nature spirits.
I rolled. Let me see, 21.
You know that pretty much as Layla does. You know that she's some sort of dryad. Yeah, you both know that she's some sort of dryad, but you again, common knowledge would tell you that dryads are forced to root to trees on the ground, and she is quite mobile. On top of that, dryads thin bark skins, but not and roots growing up their body. Her roots are growing up her body, but her skin is solid bark. So you don't know what kind of how much of a dryad she actually is. And on top of that, she still has maintained her long hair from when she was human, but you notice that it's long vines now, glowing leaves. And it's not uncommon for dryads to grow leaves out of their body, but it is uncommon when they glow. Also, dryads can pluck flowers and stuff from their body on a whim, and it doesn't hurt them. But she tells you that hers does. So
I'm gonna write all the things down, and I say, I hope that's okay. I just note just this picture of you, and I love to meet new stuff and figure out how it works.
I guess new stuff is nice.
Mostly demons in my thing, but yeah, dryads is nice too. It's not that evil, I think, mostly.
Maurice would actually get up and move a little bit closer, not too close, and he'd once again begin stroking his whiskers and kind of peering at her, like, I'm not quite sure why you've been afflicted with such, but you have definitely been blessed by the nature magic. By nature magics, the natural forces. You said you don't know why this happened, do you?
Honestly, I don't think anyone does.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
Apoplexing. I'm sorry I don't have more knowledge on the subject.
She says, well, I think I can stay with you for a little while. Maybe I can help you in the mine.
Yeah, we will greatly appreciate that.
Oh.
And you can enjoy our company.
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Maurice. What is yours?
You already said it's Estra.
He wasn't.
My name's Estra.
Estra. Oh, okay. I don't think. Oh, was she in the camp when she introduced herself? My bad.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. Sorry, I am getting a little bit old. You might have to repeat some things.
It's not a problem.
Oh, yes, and that's Mongo. That big man over there.
Mongo.
Doesn't say much.
Interesting name.
I'm Hope.
So does anyone else have anything to say or do, or they want to do?
I don't know how much Layla will know Estra from while she was in the guild. I guess at least a little bit. So she will have maybe an inquiry about how she became laid up.
Oh, well, I was helping protect this fishing village, and suddenly this dark cloud started falling on us, and I don't really remember much about it. I started getting filled with divine presences, and I don't remember much. I woke up, and to keep it short, I wound up like this. I don't really understand how I got like this.
She saved the village.
Is it okay if I tell Arrakis about this? He might be helpful. He might be able to help you find what is behind this. I mean, I could work as well, but he is the one who studies a lot.
Well, I'm not really having a problem with it, so do whatever you want.
You said you were assisting a village when this happened.
Yes.
Were there any others that were afflicted by as such, or were you alone when you woke up?
I was around a lot of people.
And nothing
I was the
happened to
only one.
them?
No. Not that I remember.
Well,
Nobody became zombies either.
Well, that's good. We don't like them.
she was the only one that channeled an insane amount of energy. She was the one that kept that cloud of necrotic energy from, well, reaching to the villagers. Well, there were a few that tried to reach for the cloud, but me and Felicia swiftly knocked them out.
If you said you were filled with a divine presence, perhaps it was the divine presence of a nature god or goddess, and this might just be the side effect.
Or the blessing.
Yeah,
said
that's
I
an
don't.
interesting question. Theory.
From all I know, there might have been even more than a god at play there, so I think can maybe got a bit out of control. I don't really know. I'm not the best scholar, but that's the good feeling I got.
So just to speed things along, you guys rest for the night, and you guys head to the mining settlement. Estra, of course, asks Oral to help her keep her light dim, and you offer a blanket that you guys kind of make shift into a cloak. But as soon as she tries to enter so this mine has like a little settlement that it goes around. Just a bunch of tents, big tents, little tents, some crates that people kind of pull their tools out of, wagons going in and out. She can't go into the settlement, but as you guys are wandering around the settlement trying to figure out what's happening, what's wrong, you notice that she can actually go into the mine itself. The settlement doesn't touch the mine, so nothing to do before they actually get into it. Do you
Well,
guys
here we are, I
head
guess.
directly inside?
I guess we can go into the mine, or maybe we could ask the people around here. Maybe some miners can lead us to where they think this creature might lie or move around. What do you all think?
Just based on the nature checks you guys made earlier, bullets. Well, they're very similar to sharks. Across miles of ground, and they pick up scents through the ground as well. And their favorite treasures are gems and gemstones, but they'll eat metals if they have to, and people.
Do you think we may be able to lure the bullet towards us?
The issue is that maybe we should keep the bullet away from the people.
Yeah, I mean, once we are in the mine, I meant. I'm kind of a walking teen already, a loud one. So hey, maybe that helps. Who knows?
Yeah, well, we don't have rogues here, so surprise is not an issue. Big of an issue, I mean.
So if you just have some gems, so just rub it and they don't come to us.
I mean, I have a question. With intelligence 13 and being a bard, will she have a good amount of strategy? I'm having trouble trying to decide that. for her way of
Uh,
being?
I would just say that that doesn't really matter. Even the dumbest people can be good at strategy, but uh, I would say you are. I'd say you would be his adventurer's assistant, so you would have some experience in dealing with monsters.
Okay. So yes, we can lure it out, but if we are going to lure it out, we better have a trap ready of some sort. Maybe is anyone able to dig a hole big enough to trap it?
Well, if you need physical labor, then Mongo here is good for that.
All right, just to get this out of the way quick, you can't dig a hole and trap a boulette. They swim through the water. They swim through the earth like water.
Oh shit!
If they
I
digging a hole won't help.
Okay. So the strategy will be
8 hours later, the hole is useless.
make a boat, make a bait. Those things will Lila know if about tremor sense?
You made a nature check on it before, right?
Yes, and let
It
me
was
see.
16.
16, yes.
You would know that they would have one, but you don't know how big it would be.
But she knows how tremor sense works.
That might be a different check entirely.
Okay, what check should that be?
I would say nature.
Natural 20, total 22.
Yeah, you definitely have the understanding of how tremor sense works, and just you know that the tremor sense of the boulette is basically as far as it can see.
Okay.
So, for some reason blinded, it will still have a strong idea where you are as long as you're touching the ground.
Okay. So she will communicate that to the others. So basically, if we want to
So,
surprise the thing, we would keep a range away from the lure.
so do you tell us that?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand down and use my ability to make a harmless tremor in the ground for 1 minute. Just hope that gonna go to us.
Wait, we're doing it right now. Leila scares a bit and prepares her, let's say, her rapier. No, her shield, and knowing about the beast, I guessing spells will be the way to go.
I'm gonna use this one. Made a harmless tremor in the ground. I cannot pronounce that shit.
All right. You guys wait for what seems like 2 hours after putting some gemstones on the ground. Of course, you take it away from the settlement so it doesn't just get exploded by a boulette. Bark, bark. As you guys are waiting, just suddenly.
How big is that? How big is that creature? It's like the worm, the movie, the worm, or is it small?
I think we should have about 60 feet of distance,
Oh.
at least.
So you guys are waiting, and then the ground explodes violently as this large head of a boulette comes out, and it carries itself a little bit further and pulls itself off the ground and starts chewing on the gemstones. it doesn't take long for it to chew and swallow, and it starts looking around. And the most heavily armored person here is Oral, so it looks at him.
So roll for initiative, or should we get?
Yeah, start rolling for initiative because Oral about to get 8.
Don't we have a surprise round where that thing is eating this?
No. The morsel you put down for it is like if you put something bite-sized in your mouth.
Okay.
Like no effort.
Hey, finally you're out. Time to dance.
Oh, thank God I go before this fucking thing.
All right. So yeah.
That's right. That's it. Oh, and
All right. So the order is Ryan, then
Mongo.
Hope. Or yeah, sorry, Mongo, Hope,
Mongo Smash.
then it, then Layla, then Oral.
for our viewers, Mr. Orel here got a 0 on his initiative roll.
Yeah,
That's
idea.
possible.
Yeah. So Mongo, you go first.
Right.
This thing is 60 feet away from you.
As a bonus action, I rage, and then I run up to it and stand there.
Okay, so you dash?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
rage,
you're standing in front of this thing, and this thing is looking at you.
and I've got both of my mauls swinging flails in each hand.
Okay. So yeah, you're standing this thing, and this thing definitely acknowledges you as it looks at your 2 flails. But it's definitely more interested in the ironclad Oral. Hope?
Yeah, I gonna cast Electric Blast. Yeah,
I
just
believe that
don't-
requires an attack roll.
yeah. And that is 10. So
Shoot this blast at it, and it hits it, but the hide on it is just far more formidable than you expected, and it's just more of a nuisance to it than anything.
yeah,
That's not effective.
I'm gonna move more to the side, standing near the wall. Yeah. That's
Okay.
my turn.
Maurice?
All right. So first of all, Maurice, noticing that this bullet is looking right at Orel, would get as far away from him as possible. and he's like, Mongo, don't run! Oh, blast it! And while he's running, he gets out. He pulls like a trinket, so maybe like a necklace from underneath his robes, and he chants these words. May the Earth Mother guide us in our endeavors. May she guide your hand and lead us to victory. As he casts Bless on Hope, Orel, and Mongo. Because I can pick 3 people.
Yay.
What is
Yep.
Bless doing?
It lets you add a die 4 to your attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's kind of holding this necklace out, and it's glowing softly. And you notice that y'all's weapons glow softly with a golden brown hue.
All right. This boulette is looking around, just trying to find its next meal, and it's thinking about Mongo, but it can't really decide, and instead it just keeps its focus and charges past Mongo. Mongo, make an attack of opportunity if you want to.
Of course. Mongo smash.
Don't forget about the die 4.
Yeah.
Where's my sheet? 15, the hit.
Did you add the D4?
No. 16, the hit.
You land a solid blow on it, but it's not quite enough to break through its defenses, as its rock hide just vibrates uncomfortably against it. However, it does not seem to take any damage as it runs past you. 10 feet away, and it leaps towards Oral. Is anyone standing beside Oral?
I don't think so.
Maurice is definitely not.
Yeah.
Or is he still like getting ready his combat stance?
Maybe the rule thing, I don't know.
Layla, would you be standing beside Oral, or would you be...
I would
how far
say
away would you be?
30 feet away from him.
Sure. So, Oral, you have to make a 16 strength or dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, I'm totally picking dexterity.
It's cute that you even gave him the option.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
A strength save.
Oh shit.
28 total. Damn, I could have picked dexterity and I could have passed a dexterity save for once. But it's not Oral's way.
So you take 7 points of damage as it leaps towards you and lands. And as it lands, you are probably wielding your greatsword.
He's trying to get it out, yeah.
Yeah, so you
No.
pull it out, and
Okay.
the bullet lands against your sword and it pushes you back. You kind of hit yourself a bit with your sword as its massive weight pushes against you, taking 7 damage. But overall, you feel it's a lot better than what could have happened.
I was
The creature shakes off the harsh landing, but it keeps its gaze on you.
Hey, I know I was the attractive one of the group. I see I have a new fan.
Layla.
Leila would like to cast Fiery Fire level 1 to put in the cube that only outlines the bullet.
Yeah, it starts glowing. This
So,
fairy fire lands on it, and it's trying to shake it off, but onto it.
Okay, so it's aligned and everyone has advantage on the attack.
No, it didn't hit you. Oral.
Damn it.
But it is your turn, unless you want to move or something.
I don't know. Lionel, are you moving? Or something?
No, she will stay at range, but she has to keep concentration of the spell.
Okay.
Oral, this beast is in front of you.
Finally. It's his time. So, advantage on a d4. Okay. Seeing that the height of this beast seems like very well protected and difficult to penetrate, he's gonna try to do like a big swing, putting a lot of strength behind it.
Okay.
And see how that goes.
Remember,
So you have advantage, and you can. Did you affect Oral with Bless?
yes, I did.
Okay, so you also get a d4 to one of the rolls, I believe.
No, it's whoever roll, I think.
Yeah, so of course you're probably going to pick the biggest one.
11.
Yeah. So you're strength you can into this swing, and you hit it. Doesn't go you. It glances off of its hide, and it doesn't. It vibrates. It's from just the amount of strength I would have had, but it doesn't go through.
He tries another time. And yes, thunder attack this time. It's advantage and plus 1d4. So 22.
Yeah. So yeah, you hit it. Your sword goes in. It finds a spot, and
He deals 14 slashing damage.
yeah. So yeah, you hit it really hard, and it stumbles around
Okay, and
to pull your sword out.
yeah, and as his
Let me
bonus
see then.
action, he's going to cast Seal of Faith on himself.
All right, and what's that do?
Basically, it's a concentration spell, and it gives him a +2 to his AC when it's active.
Oh, okay. All right. Top of the round, Mongo.
Mongo yells very loudly and then runs backwards the way he came, 60 feet.
All right. The creature. Then it's Hope's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast one more time.
So make an attack roll. You have advantage, and as well, you can add a d4 to one of your rolls,
22.
which is 22. Yeah,
Yeah.
your Eldritch Blast manage to find a soft spot in its hide, and you hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
3 force
it
damage.
Yeah, so you hit it, but you spent so much of your concentration trying to find and aim it to a soft spot that you couldn't really put enough force behind it, and it seems to do some damage, but not as much as you were hoping for.
Okay. So that amount of energy I used to damage it, do less or the same I expected?
Basically, you were hoping for a better outcome.
Okay.
Damage as you rolled.
Yeah, sure. That was
Uh,
my turn.
Do you want to move, or do you just want to stay put? It's not anywhere near you, so.
How far away am I?
Assuming that you were close to Oral, you're somewhere around 30 feet away from it, 30, 35.
Yeah, that's good. I'm still gonna stand close to the wall.
Okay. Maurice.
All right. Sorry for my dog in the background. I gotta go let her out after this turn. But Yeah. So my first thought, Maurice, would be looking around. I know that the creature is engaged with Orel right now, but what is the terrain around here? Is there like something that I can maybe get behind, that maybe block line of sight partially, or something like that? He doesn't want the creature even seeing him, if possible.
There are some large rocks around. Of course, you could probably hide behind one and still watch the fight. There's right near where Hope is. There's of course the mountain wall that is been carved into for the mine. Of course, you could run into the mine. Other than that, though, near the mountainsides, there's nothing really near where they're fighting. There's a settlement. There's the settlement maybe about 100 feet away, and then there's the forest that's probably about 300 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a long way to just go hide. So
yeah, so yeah, I'd probably just go like a half behind one of those large rocks, but just enough so I can still see. And I would my hand still clutching the holy symbol on my necklace. It would glow momentarily brighter, and underneath the feet of the bullet, it would look like it would be a radiant, glowing white flower that would appear there and then explode. I'm casting a Sacred Flame.
okay,
and that is a DC 14 dexterity.
Yeah, it's not a strong suit. It hits him.
All right, and that is 7 radiant damage.
Yeah, this flower blossoms from the ground. It doesn't think anything of it. It's too busy with its combatants. And the other two, however, notice it, and it suddenly it starts blooming. Just bursts out a white flame. It actually pushes it off its feet for a moment, and it lands back on the ground, and you can see the radiance burning its underbelly as it's looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. Why is it glowing?
Yeah.
Why is there flowers? What's happening?
Maurice in his head is like, oh, thanks, Shanti. Like, oh, thanks, Shanti. That
looking
worked.
around. It's looking around, trying to find a new target, and it's going to do a complete 360, and it's going to swing its head at Mongo. Does a 12 hit? Probably not.
You wish.
Yeah.
I was 16 AC.
You're enraged, and it suddenly spins in a complete 180 and swings its head to try and bite you. But you easily see it coming and step back away to avoid it.
Hey, leave the move alone. I'm here. Cling, 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 cling.
What can I do? What can I do? It has no options. Okay, so after it swings at you, it jumps. It actually aims its head downwards and starts digging into the ground. And it is 40 feet deep. Oral and Mongo, you can make attacks of opportunity.
$27 to hit.
Well, that hits.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, remember you still have advantage and you still get the D4. So
11 damage.
Rolling it right.
Okay, so yeah, as it's digging down, you hear it growl at you as you hit it in the hind leg.
16.
Ooh, that's close.
Damn it.
Did you add the? It doesn't look like it added the D4 though.
Yeah, +2. Ah, no, yeah. It's not adding the D4 because that's my normal modifier. Yeah, wait, I have to roll the D4 too.
Well, don't worry about it because even if you roll a 1, it's gonna hit it. So yeah,
Okay.
you are
25 points of damage.
Yeah,
And
you
he's
smash the back
He's
end.
gonna dump a first level smite there too. So that's roll.
Can you use a bonus reaction on bonus action?
No, but it's smite don't use bonus actions. It's just when you hit, you can decide to use it. It doesn't use any
Okay.
special action.
Go ahead.
It's like
That was more
free.
of a curiosity on my part.
11 extra points of radiant.
Yeah, this gets blasted. Like the sword definitely does the most damage, digging in deep. You're actually surprised that your blade has gone that far, and as you send energy into it, it yeah, but you got attacks of opportunity, man.
36 points, not bad.
Yes, 36 points of damage. It as it's digging through the bottom, it definitely like once it gets to the bottom, it like falls over a little bit, and so, like it shakes to try to get back up. Its leg is definitely really hurt, but it's still trying to use it. Top of the round, Mongo. This thing is
Did it went?
probably about 40 feet deep. No, it's not dead. It's just
No,
40 feet deep.
Lila went this round?
Oh wait, that was its turn. So yeah, Layla, go.
So is it still affected by the fire or not?
Yes, it is. That thing lasts a minute.
So if Lila is it still if it's not on Lila's side, right? It dig
They went
down.
underground.
Lila will move to the hole to see if she has sight on the bullet.
Yep, it just dug straight down.
She will cast guidance at second level. Sorry, guiding bolt at second level.
I was gonna say, casting cantrips at levels. Right? Yeah, make an attack roll.
With advantage.
Yep.
No, 15 to hit.
Nope. The radiant bolt hits the hide, but the hide absorbs the impact.
Okay. And she wasted a second level spell. Slot. I think that's her movement.
Oral. Unless you want to use a bonus action.
No, she does not have. Wait. She wants a inspiration would affect the attack.
Yes, bless and inspiration do stack.
Okay, so she will inspire. Who is the heavy hitter in here? I'm guessing she will inspire Aurel. I'm not good on improvising unless in English, so she will yell at Aurel, "Stand up! You are supposed to be a mighty warrior."
But I'm already standing up.
Yeah, I mean, with
Stand up taller.
Yeah, taller.
He tries kind of like, put the chest out, this kind of thing.
All right, so you are more like demanded than inspired to be more heroic. You do get this.
Okay, if the lady calls, I guess it's the time to go down the hole, and he's going to like try to jump into the hole and like do a forward thrust with his sword down the hole to try to reach the bullet as he falls on
Yeah,
top.
so
Wait,
you jump down into the pit.
does she get? Oh wait, she cast a spell. She does not have. Does she have a reaction?
You do have a reaction, yes.
Because I can cast feather fall on him, so he does not hit himself in the.
But where's the fun in that?
Because if you fall, you take damage, and it's 40 feet fall, so it's at least 4d6, I think.
I'll be fine. I will do my acrobatics check.
Yeah, make your acrobatics check.
Okay.
So
So
if you,
I do what I do first.
Yeah, so make your attack.
Okay, the attack. Okay, it's I'm gonna make it a standard attack. Yes.
I'm hoping you roll one,
Attack advantage.
please.
Plus 1d4. Oof, with advantage, that's unlikely. Oh wait, I have to name the attack. It's great.
Roll 2 ones, please.
Actually, it was a 1 and a 4.
Advantage saved you.
It was a natural 1 indeed. Thanks, advantage. So that's a total.
All right, so you have
14 totals.
and you have a d6. So you have another d6 that you can add as well.
Oh, it's true. Thanks for reminding me. So 14 and plus the d6, another 3, so that's 17.
Yeah, so it
So
doesn't.
then-
You're jumping in midair. You're definitely not. It's definitely not looking good. You're not really sure where to hit this thing. As it's kind of getting ready to look up at you, and you can
13.
feel the guidance of not only divine energy, the simple orders given to you manage to set you straight, and you actually find a weak point in it by the time you hit it.
Yeah, that's 13 points. And well, I guess I fell into the
Make your
hole.
acrobatics check. Make your acrobatics check.
And I still have saved the inspiration for that.
sorry, I have a question. If he falls without the feather fall, will the damage he takes affect as damage to the bullet as well? Because he
Oh
falls
my
on the
God!
bullet.
Turn your eyes away, kids.
Okay, that was
So it wasn't a crit failure, but it is still a -2.
-2 acrobatics check.
Oh, so yeah, your sword slams into it. You bounce off your sword, and it hits your chest really hard. It actually puts a dent in your armor as you bounce off of your sword. You land on the ground beside it. You still manage to pull your sword out, though. Your grip's still strong. Let's see how much damage you take from the fall.
I have to protect the newbies.
Well, this time. Fortunately, most of the force of your fall was actually added to your attack, and you only take 8 damage as you land on the ground. Harmed, considering. The creature is definitely struggling to stand up, and it's definitely whimpering against your presence.
Is that my turn, or do I still get to do the second attack?
You still get to do the second attack, so
Yeah, really?
yeah.
I'm considered prone. I guess so.
But you haven't used your movement, so you can get up.
Okay, then I do that. And I go for another swing. So that's no, wait. Attack. Great.
Fucking adventurers are on drugs, man. What the hell?
Okay.
Your
Let me
D4.
write. Yeah, my D4. I don't know why I add it to the formula because it's ignoring it all the time. So that's
I'm serious,
17 to
guys.
hit.
This life-saving advantage is you don't get the D6 from.
No, that's a reroll of the damage due to great weapon fighting style.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That definitely hits him.
So that's
you wanna use smite?
another 13 points of slashing, and yeah, he's gonna drop another first level smite. Why not? So that's extra 9 points
I
of
think what you're doing.
radiant damage.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this is definitely the last blow. It's whimpering against your onslaught, and you plunge your sword into its head, and from the crack you made in it earlier, and after a while of you two struggling against each other, it just stops moving.
I think I got it. He shouts up towards the hole. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know how
now
to get
stuck in
out
a
of here,
40-foot
though.
pit. You want to just make me a dexterity save?
Oh my god.
Just cuz.
You know you enjoy this.
Remember the bless.
Oh my god. What's this? Okay. Ah, the bless. Yes. Well, I don't think it's gonna save me. 7.
You know.
So you're looking up.
My,
You're like, I'm in a bit of trouble down here, guys. And as you say that, the bubbling noise from your left, and you look over to the boulette, and it again, like you know, it starts regurgitating on top of your feet, and metal starts like coming out of it, landing around you, landing on your feet, and it doesn't cause you any damage, but it's rather uncomfortable and gross.
Well, focus, Sorrel. You saved the nervous. That's what matters.
not to worry, Aurel. It can be cleaned off. We hope.
Can
you guys gonna?
Maybe.
Can you help me get out of here? And this creature, actually, how big is the hole?
It's about just for simplicity's sake, it's 10 by 10. Like it's a pretty big.
Wait, is
big
the combat
creature.
over?
Yeah, the combat's over. It's dead.
The thing is dead.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing we
Mongo,
will
do you
have
just want to hit a rock with something?
I'm guessing we will have to send like throw ropes for you to tie it up, and then you go out and we all pull it back to the surface.
Yeah, we can do that. You can ask Katoom, help them pull.
It squawks as it comes down to get you.
I actually has a spider climb. I forget that.
Somebody has to remember it.
Thanks, Betty. I know you're always there to help me out, don't you?
Yeah, you grab onto its special designed saddle and reins, and it climbs up the wall, and you are now. Well, you have to stay down there for a little while as you start tying up ropes.
Lila will use a second level spell slot to cure Oral if she sees that
So you're
he's
gonna jump into the pit.
when he's out.
No, it's okay. He's going to use his. I guess while he waits, he's going to use lay on hands on himself.
Does anyone else need healing?
So, who all brought ropes?
Yeah.
Someone is talking, but I cannot hear.
It's 15 points.
So who all brought ropes?
I think Mon let Kaiser is speaking, but he's really low. I cannot hear.
Oh no, I haven't. It is the mic. Yeah.
It's me or something like that. You can hear.
It's Christopher.
Oral does have a rope himself. I don't know.
Lila has one.
Yeah. Okay.
I do not have any rope on me. Sorry. Mongo might. Do you have any rope, Mongo?
Mongo has rope.
Mongo has rope.
All right. Oral, do you have rope?
Yeah, he has.
All right. So you guys start tying it off, start tying it up, getting ready. Katoom goes back on brings Oral back up to the surface once he's done tying it up. And you guys tie most of the ropes to Katoom. And he tries to pull it up by himself. And he just winds up digging into the ground and not being able to push anywhere. It's too heavy for him to pull alone.
We can use the horses and help ourselves pulling out.
Actually, while he's on there, did it regurgitated any remarkable metal? Because I know they were looking also like for metal and such, and I think that bullets like that metal at times.
Roll an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Unless you got some sort of proficiency with metals, then yes.
I guess
that would be nature.
That's not a valid check. Why not? Nature? I know he's proficient in nature, but I don't know if that helps here because it's more.
Let's see what nature covers. It's in.
Check. How did check intelligence? Because I didn't spell it right. Okay.
Spelling is key.
If not nature, then that would be.
I mean, he had a. Wait, I actually have the bless.
Measure your ability to recall lore about terrain, plants, animals, the weather, or natural cycles.
Then history or arcana?
With the bless, he gets 17.
You are examining some of the vomit-covered materials. In there, you see there's this large glob of green substance. It's probably about 50 pounds. Just picking it up, you know it's really heavy. But you kind of expected it to be heavier. And further examination, you kind of recall information about mithril, which was what the dwarf was telling you about.
Yeah, that was lighter than supposed to.
Yeah, so this thing is, you can assume, is lighter than normal. You send it up with Katoom, and he barfs it onto the ground.
Yeah, he puts it in the back of holding.
There's a lot of miscellaneous ores as well. You notice, so you notice a lot of miscellaneous ores, iron, about 10 pounds of iron. I would say about 30 pounds of copper. Do you want to look into its mouth?
Yes, I can, yeah. I mean, I already fill with goo, so yeah.
All right, so into its mouth, and you pry it open, and you start looking inside, and you see a dark substance inside of its gut. But you can either try to reach in and pull it out, but
Yeah, he's going to try to do that to see what happens. What could go wrong?
All right. So you kind of you're looking at it and you're like, ugh, and you put your entire torso inside of its fucking neck region. Your arms up and you pull it out and you're just covered in slime and saliva. Actually, really heavy substance. So it's about 50 pounds, but it's probably about the size of a large, like a orb. But it's like really heavy for its size. Like with the mithril, it was probably like it properly took up 2 hands. It was the size of a maybe like a large box. But
he tries to put this one in the back too, so it doesn't weigh as much.
yeah, so you climb up, and of course you are now in this dilemma that the bullet is too heavy for you guys for Katoom to pull out.
Yeah, as I said, we can use the horses from the wagon and we can help pulling out. I mean, Lila has 15 strength.
Yeah, well, with the horses' help, you guys move the horses over, and with all their help, they're kind of freaked out by the land dragon. But
It's not a land dragon. Damn it!
He could
he yells at the
fly.
horses.
Stupid horses.
So, yeah, with the horses' help and with, of course, Mongo and everyone trying to keep them from panicking.
I have a speak with
Actually-
animals, but the last time it didn't went so good.
So you all managed to pull the group. You managed to pull the bullet onto the surface. So the bullet is now on sturdy ground, and of course you see some of the settlers definitely getting ready to celebrate the recent victory.
You're welcome.
So we also bring that creature home to the grove, right?
Yeah, that's what he wanted, I guess, or at least his skin. But I think we will probably get his armored exterior better peel off at the city. But by the way, Morris,
Yes.
I think did you actually read your scroll? Because I don't remember what you told me was your assignment specifically.
I had a oh yes, I had a scroll. I need to open it up and look at it because I do not remember.
Basically, the two scrolls are one and the same.
Okay.
The miners are looking for help to deal with a monster that they don't know, and basically the scroll for the bullet is the second half. The rangers confirmed that there is a problem and it's a bullet running around.
Well, I guess job accomplished then. Let's see. Let's get back to the city and see our friend Bronzebeard again.
Ah yes. Before that, was anyone injured?
Yeah, I was asking the same question.
I got a bit of a beating, but it's okay. I healed myself. I'm fine. But thanks for your concern. I think your ability there kind of helped me a lot. It was difficult to find weak spots on the armor of this creature, but hey, your guidance helped me a lot.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. It wasn't my guidance. It was Shanti's. Thank her, not me.
Well, thank you. You can thank her from me. Just say Oral says thanks.
I'll take it.
Yeah, if she had a wait, Leila was not with him. Other character, he had a trouble in real life with dice when he was using an armor that was with a symbol of another god.
I find the irony of that situation to be heavy in the first place.
Which god was it? I don't remember now. It was
Uh, with the orcs.
It was a really weird situation.
Yeah, but it was
that
the
you're
god
wearing-
fighting the paladin, but I don't remember which god was it.
Yeah, the full plate had the symbol of Obed High, which is silly because Obed High kind of favors druids in the first place, and paladins usually go by the same code if they are servants of Obed High. So it's not normal for them to be wearing steel full plate. That's for sure. Probably why the guy died.
Now everything makes sense.
Everything happens for a reason.
Of course, there's always a bigger purpose, and we can only hope. But try our best and, well, make the best we can of it.
You truly are a pious man.
His rocks.
So,
I guess so.
will the bullet and the materials be fit the wagon, and be will the wagon be able to carry it all?
Yeah, the materials are in the bag, so in the bag of holding the
But
give
the
extra weight.
wagon will hold us all, and the bullet and the materials.
Make a nature check.
If not, I will use guidance.
Yeah, just do whatever you want. Just,
Natural 20, 22.
yeah, you definitely know that that your fiance had the same problem before, but even before the modifications, they managed to put most of the wyvern on it, so it's not like you couldn't put this thing in there.
Okay.
By size, are much larger than these things.
Okay. I don't know if you had that issue in real life, but there are jokes around here when people overloads their automobiles and motorcycles. The frontal wheels lift up on from the floor, because all the weight is gets carried in the back. So she's trying to avoid that.
Oh yeah, no, it almost looks like it's going to be a problem, but once the bullet actually gets into the wagon's definitely solid on the ground.
Okay. If you don't mind, we can spend the night in here, and I will sing a song to entertain us, and we depart tomorrow back to Illumina.
All of you roll perception.
Oh no. Lila has 120 feet into the dark.
Dark vision doesn't help during the day.
And perception.
That was a 16, because we're all whispering.
Oh my god.
Or not? When did we become Batman?
All right, if you guys rolled higher than 15, you guys see Estra is talking to something at the mine entrance.
Hey, why my roll in Discord didn't work? Check. It's not sending it for some reason. Damn it, Discord.
Discord.
I'm gonna try another channel.
Yes, the Discord has a dice roller in it.
I cannot believe it. It's changed it all. Discord 22 servers are unavailable due to temporary outage in Discord.
Damn it! I need a new roller.
What is this Discord you are all talking about? Everything seems to be going fine.
Yeah, it's so weird to talk about futuristic stuff, but it happens. You know.
God damn it, the simulation is ruined. Everyone, get out of there.
1d20.
Well, plan D then.
Plus 4 for me. So that's okay. I got a non-natural 20.
Yeah. So anyone who rolls higher than a 15, you guys spot Estra is talking to someone or something in front of the mine. Whatever she's talking to is inside the mine, but she's standing outside of it.
Oral goes to take a look, of course.
Anyone else?
I was about to say stealthily,
Lila
but
will
then I
follow.
thought better of it.
Lala will follow Aurel. Intrigued.
You said she's talking to someone?
It
She's
seems
talking.
so.
She seems to be talking.
Once you guys get to about 100 feet, make another perception check.
Choo, 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 choo. Okay, that's better.
Ooh. No, it's fine. The adventure is pretty much over.
I stay in the cave because I didn't see shit. So
Okay, so you see everyone heading over if you want to go do that.
we have all the stuff with us. So I go.
I mean, you can drive the wagon. The horses are sufficiently trained enough where they'll listen to anyone at the reins.
Okay, then I'm trying to take the
Yeah, so
horses.
you bring the wagon behind with them. Katum is following Oral.
Hey, so
I assume Mongo is following.
oh, okay. I was about to say I'm very curious as to what Mongo says to get the horses to turn around and go over there.
All right, so you guys, Maurice, you hear her talking. As you get closer, you realize she's not talking any language that you can really understand.
Are you sure about that? I'm just
Are
kidding.
you sure? Okay, I will.
Unless any of you can speak Boulette, I'm pretty sure.
Bullet? No, she still needs a level up to get
Bullet.
speak with animals.
Oh, bullet.
Well, I have Mongo on my languages spoken, but I don't believe I speak Boulette.
When we hear this like noise they're making, well, there's conversation that we don't really understand. Oral will go, and with his last first level spell, he will cast Speak with Animals to see if that works.
Yeah. Does that work on other people using that spell, or does that work on only animals?
No, it's only like for the caster. So
Okay,
like,
so
you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with bits for the duration. Yeah, basically it allows the caster to talk and also understand with beasts.
Yeah, so as you approach, and you can hear telling whatever's inside that it needs to leave, because if it doesn't, it's going to get killed. And as you guys are kind of rounding the corner, you guys see you can see what looks like the rear end of a boulette digging into the ground, and you can hear the trembling earth moving away.
He said to Bullet, "Yeah,
Oh.
please don't disturb the miners anymore. We don't want to intervene again."
Wait. Is a bullet an animal?
Yes.
That changes everything.
Well, I'm not sure what they're supposed to be considered, but they are. Well, they're considered monstrosities, but they are animals by
So
default.
basically, she can speak. She has tongues or speak with animals, and the bullet is an animal. Or she has a new kind of a new ability that lets her speak with them, regardless. So that changed everything. Yeah, regardless, Lila will say, Willis address her saying, what was that?
You guys catch her off by surprise, and she says, "Oh, it's nothing. I was just telling the Boulette to get out of here."
There were more? There are more in here?
Well, they only travel in pairs if they're mating.
Oh, pairs. Oh, they were a pair, a couple. Was that a female or a male?
Female.
Oh, come on, Estra. You know I'm very intrigued about that kind of stuff. Don't be worried about it.
But I saw you guys killing the other one, so I wanted to send the other one to another place.
Well, that's
Okay.
good. I mean, we don't really want to kill anymore if it's no longer necessary. It's probably better this way.
Yeah, so, well, to be fair, it was an animal. It was disrupting everything around here, and we didn't really know, so... But, like you said, we don't really have a desire to kill anymore. If we don't have to.
Yes,
Oh.
well, I have an obligation to protect all life, and that does include animals.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
For Maurice's sake, she pulls out her symbol of Elona.
Rakris did tell me that you were with a group of with a druid group. Yes.
You'd be wrong, because I was never affiliated with them. But they refused me.
Oh. I'm guessing that's a touchy subject. But regardless, you haven't friended me.
Toy Story soundtrack starts playing.
Ugh. Well,
I'll take
incoming copyright strikes.
I'll take that inspiration and I'll write it down.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Since we are streaming, I cannot play it because copyright.
So, you guys are heading back. Nothing of interest is actually happening. It's normally there's a more wildlife kind of lingering around, but nothing seems to be making itself present. Like you barely see any birds. There's barely any wildlife up this far north. It's strange. As you guys come back south, back to Illumina, you do start seeing more animals making themselves known. Squirrels climbing up trees. Occasionally the deer going across the way. As you guys arrive to Illumina, and bring your prizes to Bronzebeard. Of course, people seeing your your kill involved, please take your obligatory 1 experience.
Yay!
And with that 1 experience, I have now ascended
Mongo smash.
to level 2. Oh, sorry, breaking the 4th wall again. Haven't ascended that far.
You guys arrive. You guys arrive at Bolgar Bronzebeard's shop, and he helps you move the bodies off. And you show him the ores. He says, "Well, isn't that fancy?" And he's a black orb that you brought. And he says, "Adamantine. Well, aren't we lucky?"
Yeah, since we were indeed lucky. I had to say it was a bit gross getting this, but I hope it's worth it for our new recruits here.
It should be. Now, here you go, lass. And Layla, the Wyvern scale mail. And just as he promised, it's basically a scale mail. You are still limited by its dexterity cap limit, but when it comes to stealth, you don't gain disadvantage anymore. He says you'll have to pay extra if you want the extra modifications.
How much?
I tried to make it work. Well, prices. What are the prices of scale mail? I think it's 50 gold.
Was enough left over for my friend Emalis to get one as well?
He says, bloody hell. I didn't know I was supposed to make 2. He says, well, we can... He says, I can make the modifications on both the armors and send them off to your way. The same size as you?
She's in town. I can ask her to come.
Very well. He takes back the armor and he writes down the note for the modifications. He says, you got the gold. It's 50 gold.
Yes, I have.
You pay him the gold. And he says, I'll have it sent to you by, well, tomorrow, hopefully.
50 for both?
Oh, no. I didn't think you were paying for hers, too. It'd be 100 then.
Yeah. Okay, she pays 100.
So you pay 100 gold to him, and he says, "Hi, this will work. This will work just nicely." And makes note of it and puts it. He's holding a notepad with a quill and ink on the workbench nearby. For the rest of you filthy dogs, he says, "Dark steel staff. There was no dark steel in there. But if your other friends are forgiven, maybe I could use that adamantine. An adamantine be a little heavier for your requirements, and it will be a damn pain to etch those damn letters into your staff. But the damn thing's bloody damn near indestructible. It will last longer than you, that's for sure."
I would love that.
He says, good. And
I'm gonna write the runes on a paper, what they need to look like for him.
Okay, so you give him a design of what you want it to look like and what the letters on it are going to be, and he says, well, you already did half the legwork for me, which is to make it more sturdy. He says, but it shouldn't change the overall look.
Okay. Good. What is the made out of?
Adamantium.
Can you spell that in chat or something like that?
I think it's like this.
But yeah, adamantium or adamantine. When you're referring to it as an item, it's called an adamantium staff. When you refer it to by the metal itself, it's adamantine.
Yeah, that's immense.
Just to say it here, this is not just because it's made of adamantium, it is not a magical weapon. The only special property that it has that I guess could classify as a weapon as a magical item would be that it's indestructible. It can't be broken.
Yeah,
and
so
it's retractable.
I had to put it into ashes without that happening.
And it's
Right.
retractable.
Yeah, basically, if say a meteor dropped on you suddenly, it would be the only thing left of you.
That's cool.
As he's looking through the stuff, and he looks to Mongo, and he says, "Now listen here, lad. I wasn't really looking forward to making these bloody things, and they were really difficult to make. I had to make each and every damn chain individually. But he gives you a box, and when you open it, you do see the 2 custom flails that you were looking for.
Mongo.
They're big, they're heavy, they weigh about 80 pounds each. Of course, each of them have the traits of -2 attack, +2 to damage, heavy, and if you want, you can use them as a versatile weapon that pushes it to 1d10 damage. And he says, as for your shields,
Yes.
these materials used in it.
Any of the
He says,
materials.
you got a lot of copper. You got a lot of copper here. I could make you a copper shirt if you want. Probably
yes.
would chafe your damn belly.
Ah, well. Is that better than ring mail?
He says, hell no. Copper's pretty fragile. But
Then-
it'll look nice.
No, thank you.
It's very well. Get into anything? Maybe trinkets? Mugs? Hat?
Well, now that you bring up, wait, what was that last one?
A hat?
No, I don't think I'd like a copper hat. The world needs to see my bald head.
Mongo rubs his bald head.
Thank you, Monga.
You should draw an arrow on it. A blue arrow.
I'm sorry, I don't get the
He
reference.
says,
Anyway, yes, I would actually love it if you were able to make here, and he'd pull out his a necklace that kind of has the symbol of Shanti. What it is a rose, a freshly bloomed rose, like in a wheat field. But I would love it if you could make another one of these out of copper. It would be fine.
he
I could get-
says, very well. Do you want this on your shield too?
Yes, please.
All right. So he definitely makes it for you, and well, he'll make it for you.
Oh, he'll make it for me.
Damn straight. All right. At least he's looking at this armor, the big ball of mithril, and he says, "Now, young man,
Yes.
that armor You have a lot of mithril here.
I thought the mithril was supposed to be for the bigger weapons Mongo wanted.
He says I could use the mithril on that.
So it could be more wieldy or a bigger size. I don't know. Do you have any other suggestions?
He says it just makes the weapon lighter. Won't change its bulky size or how unwieldy it will be. No.
All right, just making
No
sure.
gold.
We're still poor.
You guys didn't get any gold from this experience, this trip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
It's just whatever you guys got here.
that's
He
fine. A
gets
priest, a priest does not need to live lavishly.
Laila will.
There's a lot of ways
will
I could use this.
disagree. Laila will disagree.
Well, that's one opinion. Anyway, I must skedaddle. So yeah, it was wonderful. Oh, sorry, breaking the fourth wall again. It was wonderful playing, and I will be going because I have work.
All right. See you later, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Have a
Mark
good-
that level up.
Bye,
Yeah.
Molly.
All of you level
Hurry.
ones.
Not all of us.
Level up.
Now, who will
Level
translate?
ones.
Actually, only 1 point away from level 7.
Ooh,
Getting
so
yellow.
you get the same level as Store.
Yep, one more session and I will get it.
Yeah.
Isn't that perfect timing? All right. So he says I could use that at the weight of the weapons, and I'm not frankly gonna make another set for him.
So what do you had in mind then for this mithril?
Listen, I had 50 pounds of mithril. He drops it on the ground. It kind of awkwardly. You would think it would just sit on the ground. And he says, "This is a lot of metal." It doesn't sound like a lot because mostly we do all our smithing in weight. It's significantly lighter than iron.
So basically you
He
mean
says,
it
"And what I-
with the same weight you can make a lot more because it's lighter?
It's a pretty big ore. So, well, it probably is not one ore. It's kind of like a congealed mess, but he says, "Now I can save most of it for you or someone else, or I can use it on your mount."
My mount. Do you think mithril armor will work for the lizard?
He says it might take some time for him to get used to, but it's not uncommon in our society to equip our mounts with full plate.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah. Do you want anything else? You guys still have a lot of mithril and copper.
How
We
many?
We also brought the bullet.
Oh yeah. You guys brought that too. Yeah. So Hope, is there anything you want to before you depart?
No, I think my staff is good enough. Yeah.
Okay, because
Because
you
I
can
don't
make
use I don't
the
use
copper.
armor. Don't use armor or stuff like that anyway.
Okay.
So thanks
So
for the game.
thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, who will translate Mongo's wishes?
I think Mongo can speak for himself.
Mongo.
He says, "So I got all this mithril, and I'll be honest. I already got this suit of armor," and he points to the Onkeg Predator armor, and he says, "Nobody's willing to take it. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's scarier than most, and at the Sea Dragon."
You know what?
That's saying a lot.
You could make an event for it, like a dual combat or some sort, and it will help to promote and serve as an ad for your shop, so you are more known. Well, you are already known, but I mean, you understand what I mean.
He says, I already got that task kind of under the way. I heard that there's a tournament of glory on that's happening. Tournament of glory,
Yeah,
tournament of honor, same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
thing.
already
Yes.
making the champion's armor.
Then there's a festival incoming, yeah, and they're gonna open it with some kind of tournament. I think I heard of that too.
He
So
says,
what about
you
the?
should have heard about it. I heard I heard that you got one of your birds singing the praises of a festival, and it's coming up around the same time.
I may know that bird.
He says, so I don't know how you plan on. It's a good idea. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely going to be overshadowed a bit. Warriors, I guess. If you're not sure what to do with this mithril, I'll hold on to it. And I'll keep a note on it. And if you have an idea of what you want to do with it, well,
I mean,
you'll know where to get it.
the suggestion you had to make a barding for Khatum, that sounds very appealing.
He says you don't have to. Again, that was just my suggestion. You said you wanted armor for him. I think it was a good idea.
And what about the bullet? Because I mean, you asked us to bring it back to.
So-
is that usable?
He says, "Oh." He looks at it. Well, you guys go to the back where you drop this kind of stuff off for him. And he's looking at the hide and he says, yeah, you put a couple good dents in this thing. Says, well, you hit the soft spots for the most part, and I think I can use this. He can see him flexing his muscles as he peels off one of the plates. And he says, I can make this.
I imagine with his creativity and skill, he can make about anything with that.
He says, I would recommend heavy armor. It's going to be heavy no matter what you put, what kind of armor you make out of it, but you could use it.
Is it enough for a brand new full plate armor?
He says, yeah. It's heavy as sin, though. I warn you now. In the ancient dwarf culture, halting bullets was considered the highest honor in a hunting caravan. And I partook in it once. They made me a suit of armor. And trust me, I'm a dwarf, and I'm a fighter. But putting that thing on, it was heavy.
I mean, I already assumed I'm not going to be the most nimble or fast one, so I guess I won't mind too much the extra weight in battle if it gives some kind of extra protection.
He says, now my question is, how much do you want to go on that? He says, he's like, because what I can do is I can make this armor heavier and harder to use. But it may help you with your fleet of foot, so to speak.
With what? Sorry, you cut out there for a moment.
It may help with your fleet of foot issue. Even by dwarven standards. You move quite poorly.
And why do you say it may help?
I'm saying instead of trying to get you to train, I thought about what you said. If I make this armor heavier and reinforce it, I can maybe make it more durable than your typical armor. And if you train yourself with it well enough, just kind of like how you train yourself with normal full plate when you change out plates, you should be able to reap the benefits of the extra reinforcements.
Well, that seems a sound idea. So, well, I think
He says,
let's
I
go
will
with
warn
that.
you, though.
Yes.
He says, I will warn you, though. What I have in mind, it will make it really heavy. If you think about jumping in this damn thing, or try to do a roll in this thing, it would probably be a terrible idea.
Can you customize it so he can get a rolling attack?
I don't think that's a good idea. Never mind
So
what it says.
She crouches and begins to roll at high speed towards the target and make a bowling attack.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that. So, no, thanks.
Drow. Elves.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't understand it. I have to take that chance.
So, I think, yeah, that we're going to do that. The mithril for barding for my lizard, and then, well, the bullet heavy armor for me, and maybe, well, you can tell me the kind of training I have to do to get used to it.
He says
Well,
it's
cool.
just normal tests that you would do with a new full plate. Make sure your straps are tight. Make sure you can move around with it well enough. If you even want to test the armor out itself, get a friend you trust and hit you really hard with it. Make sure you can deflect blows off of it. Normal practices.
He nods and says, okay, nothing unusual then.
Will he be able to laugh under that much weight? Because that's an issue.
He says, well, I see him walking around in this, and most people have a bit of trouble wearing their full plate, carrying their swords and shields. Usually they don't carry that much weight, but your friend here taps on Oral's full plate. He says he seems to be pretty sturdy on his feet. It doesn't seem like the full plate's bothering him. I say the extra weight, and I think he can handle it. This man seems to be more brawn, muscle, than focusing on his mobility anyways. So I think this armor will play into his strengths.
Yes, but will he be able to laugh?
To laugh? What do you mean?
Laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha.
To laugh.
Yes.
Why?
Sorry.
Why wouldn't I be able? I don't understand.
It was a joke.
A terrible one, I presume.
I mean, you're a paladin. It's a perfect joke.
And what has to do being a paladin with laughing? And laughing all the time.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm tired.
Jamila Thunder, the test you put me through.
All right, so he says, I can do that. I'm ready for you. But I tell you, this thing's going to be bloody heavy.
I think you already let out that pretty clear.
He says, I know. Some people get hit in the head real hard and you have to tell them 3 times.
I
So
guess
basically,
only time will tell.
Would it be heavier than a normal full plate?
I guess so.
Says, I wouldn't be telling him it was heavier than full plate if I didn't think it was going to be.
Okay.
He says, if my estimations are correct, and he holds up the plate that he peeled off, and it's pretty large. It's
yeah, I think that
definitely as big as him.
That would work better as a material for a weapon of I forgot the name.
He says bullet plate ain't good for anything unless it's
yes, for a siege weapon, but sure.
Put it into a siege weapon. Now that's a joke.
I mean, it's heavy, but yes, a heavy joke. I mean,
Don't mind
somebody
her, Bronzebeard.
did you learn those jokes in college?
in college,
You need to get your tuition back because you ain't learning shite there.
yeah, I hear them here and there on the tree, on the rock, under the surface of water, between you and me.
Well, get your mounts in here, and I'll start. Nigger says I'll need to size you both up, you and your mount, and then I'll be able to get everything done.
Yes, or you will need to use the force. The
What?
strength,
Oral.
sorry.
So yeah, Oral, you get out, and he takes your measurements, and your experience is pleasant. He doesn't really have to get that much from you.
Okay.
Katoom is in the back, and he's waiting for you to get there. Katoom seems comfortable. He's used to him by now, seeing as you are. And you're getting ready to leave, putting all your stuff on. As you're getting ready to leave, you close the door behind you to the back area. You just hear him say, "All right, you giant lizard, let's see what you got." And you can hear Katoom kind of struggling, and he says, "You bloody lizard, I have to check your size." And he just lets out one squawk, and then you hear a loud thud.
Oh shit. What did just happen?
Do you
He
look
knocks in the
inside?
door. He knocks like, is everything okay?
He says everything's fine. Just a little disagreement.
Did you do something to Katoom?
Not yet. Don't worry, he'll be fine when you go talk to him next.
Okay, I count on that.
That's
That's
makes
actually
sense.
true. What he said in the chat.
Okay.
Use the force.
That actually makes more sense now. All right. So, day passes by, and of course, Bolgar brings your mount back. Your mount is you go talk to him. It's shamed. You can see him wearing this sparkly new armor that's even more reflective because of his passive glow. But you do see some straps are like around his belly, and he's not used to it. He definitely, like, if you guys have like any empathic link, he tells you that he's really nervous about this.
Hey, buddy, it's okay. Yeah, you actually have a telepathic link. I think when we are closer than something. Let me check the spell. Where is it? Fancy. Yeah, you can communicate with it telepathically if we are within 1 mile.
Yeah, he tells you this is weird. I've never had a strap near here before.
Yeah, but I think this will be able to protect you better. Isn't that good?
He says,
Like,
yeah, it's not it doesn't hurt or anything. It actually is really comfortable. It's just that one strap, and it's not uncomfortable. It's just don't like it. I don't like it there.
Hey man, well, Lizard. I'm. You think we're more similar now? You have your armor, I have my armor. We're buddies that can charge together into battle, facing the forces of
his
evil.
barding is like a second skin. It's nice green. It's a nice polished green. It has a little bit of slits for air. It even has one that goes like, it doesn't go around the horn, but it has like a little horn. The mithril has a horn cover on the front. You can see that it basically covers everything.
So
it leaves room for the saddle. But yeah.
With that armor, he will have like what I see. I don't know, like.
This is basically like mithril full plate for Khatum.
Okay.
So he loses his dexterity bonuses, but it's
but still 18. Yeah, it's pretty big increase. He had 12 before, or 11, something like that.
Yeah. If he wasn't getting a dexterity bonus before, make sure you add his natural armor, because natural armor, or no, it doesn't work like that. Not anymore. So yeah, it's 18 now. It's still solid.
Yeah. Hey, same as me.
Yeah. So
being
you assure him, and
being Mithra basically makes it like lighter, no?
Yeah. What?
I said that the armor being Mithril just makes it lighter, isn't it?
Yeah. So he doesn't even really notice that it's there. Like it, of course he feels it, but it's not.
Okay.
Your armor, on the other hand, he gives it to you, and yeah, like we discussed before, this thing weighs 130 pounds.
Holy shit!
It's heavy. And when you try to do, like, you try doing some push-ups, and just doing push-ups, like, you have difficulty moving in the thing. Really do push-ups in it. You try to do a sit-up, and like your breastplate is like crunching into your stomach plate, and this like he said, this armor is going to be durable as hell. Felicia to hit you a couple times with your sword, and she finds it difficult to actually harm you.
How much actually did you say it weighed? 100 and?
It weighs 130 pounds, so double.
130, and I guess I put the other one on my back as backup.
Yeah, or you could just stash it somewhere. People in the Unnamed Adventurers Guild respect you enough to at least leave your shit alone.
I could maybe find someone to give it to.
No, you can be.
Another person that you know that can stash things is Bellinor, because he has like a permanent residence at the.
I guess I will think what I do with that one.
This thing, super heavy. People are worried like you're going to get hurt, but once they realize like the only way she's actually hitting you, break through your like the weak points of it, and even when she does break through the weak points, the blow is so reduced by the tight squeezes that the swords and weapons have to make. Or roll some great sword strikes. That's 3 damage. 5. And another 5. So basically, she hits you in the chest with it once, and her blade hurts you a bit as you feel the force behind it, but it doesn't break through. and she hits you in the arm twice, and it does draw blood, but it doesn't hurt.
Is it like having the heavy armor master feet without having the feet?
No, this is basically like it's so heavy and reinforced that it gives them resistance to all physical. I wouldn't say all, but piercing, slashing, bludgeoning.
Okay. Before I forget, sorry. How many days before this event and the last one, and how many days in this event? In this event?
In this event, it's been 2 days, and I think it would be a day after the Illumina hunt.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you and Amalus receive your Wyvern scale mails as well, and with so the modification is instead of only being +2 dexterity, it gets shoved up to +3.
It's a dragon scale mail, or is a scale mail with properties?
It's the Wyvern scale mail. So it's the Wyvern scale mail with the additional properties.
I mean, Wyvern scale mail is in the books, or is
Not in the books. This is completely handcrafted.
Okay, so it's the Wyvern scale mail. Which properties normally has?
Scale mail normally has. Well, I'll just read it for everyone else and myself for the most part, just so I can explain myself a bit here. Going to cause some controversies at the very least. So normal scale mail gives you a 14 AC and has a +2 dexterity modifier. It normally has disadvantage on stealth. Wyvern scale mail is the same weight, so it's still 45 pounds. However, because of its sleek nature and its durability, it maintains its armor class, but it removes its disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
However, with the extra modifications and some straps being moved, as well as additional ones being added to prevent certain areas from bending out of place, it allows for a +3 to dexterity, max dexterity bonus. So if you do have the sufficient bonuses, it is a 17 AC without at max bonus. As for, and again, I'll explain Oral's armor. It is plate armor. It still has only 18 AC. There's really no point of going beyond that point. I don't feel like it should. Its strength requirement, probably sitting at 18. So this thing is pushing your limits. Again, this thing weighs 130 pounds and is extremely heavy. The normal stealth advantage is not only stealth. It applies to... It's basically as if you didn't have proficiency with heavy armor at all. So it gives you a penalty to athletics. It causes disadvantage on athletics, acrobatics, as well as stealth. Of course, the plus side to wearing it is that it is basically a permanent Barbarian's Rage. It provides resistance to pierce, slashing, and pierce, slashing, bludgeoning damage. And of course, you don't have to wait. It lasts longer than a minute. And yeah, I don't think there's really that much else to say on it. So it requires 18 strength to wear. It's disadvantage as if you weren't proficient with it. And it weighs 130 pounds, but it provides you with immense AC and resistance to physical damage. This includes physical damage that come from magical sources, such as magic weapons.
Interesting.
Again, you better not be wearing this if you fall in the water either, because you will sink.
Help! Help!
You will have to
Yeah, that's
learn.
basically it. So eventually, after Felicia stops hitting you with the weapon, you're like, "Why'd you stop?" She just pushes you on the ground, and you're like, "It's turtle on your back." Like, oh god.
No,
And it takes you a little while to get off
my
the
only
ground.
weakness.
Like a turtle.
Yeah, it takes him a while to actually push himself off the ground. Statistically, though, he could do it instantly. It just would require more effort, role-playing wise. Of course, Khatum can also haul that armor, so if you don't want to wear it, and you can carry it. And he can still carry you while mounted, so no real loss there.
Okay.
Okay, so for downtime, I'm guessing I will put Lila to learn. I don't know, maybe more instruments. I'm thinking what should be nice for her to learn. What will her experience in the dungeon make her learn?
Probably to dodge attacks.
No, I mean that's by leveling up. So
I don't know. She might think that cartography might be a little more useful because, again, you guys, it wasn't really a huge problem, but because some people went in there and other people didn't know where they were going, and then you guys did almost get lost at the one point. You weren't there for that, but Amalus was, and you almost got lost at one point, and you feel, as a reflection of that, you may feel like that cartography might be important.
okay, then Leila will teach Amaelis Sylvain, and Amaelis will teach Lila cartography.
Okay, but you two can do that, and of course you don't have to make each other pay for the usage. But it's still going to take 100 days for the both of you to pick up the language and the skill.
100
And
days, 10 work weeks, plus minus. Lila will take 9 work weeks because she has 13 intelligence, and Amaelis has 14 intelligence, I think. Let me check. So, no, 13 as well. So each 9 weeks for each one.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but sure. But you guys cannot teach each other at the same time, so it's not like you guys can take 8 hours a day and then teach each other stuff. It's you have to learn from her, and then she has to learn from you. So it'll be 8 hours and then 8 hours.
I mean, they will not spend the 16 hours of the day. That's what you're saying to me. Because cartography and Sylvain learning a language are not heavy working.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying if you want to learn them both around the same time, there's still two different subjects that you got to learn.
Yeah. I mean, yes. 18 for one, and then they change the roles of tutor and student.
Yeah. So, so you and Amalus get this armor. He didn't add any personalization to it, so they kind of look the same.
They have no
I
trouble with
think-
it. They can use ropes or something like that. So meh.
Yeah. As long as you guys keep it to yourselves, it should be fine. Anything else you guys want to do? Of course, after he's done delivering everything, he leaves you to your business. And unless unless you want to talk to him about your armors or weapons and stuff, or any future plans that you might have.
Laila will comment about to Aracris about Estra. To see if he could dig about what has happened, and she will refer to Orel to see if that is a subject that should be bring to Pincus, the guildmaster.
Okay, so before we get to the discussion between Oral and you, Layla, have Ericris. He can look into it, of course, but this is just his initial thoughts on it, because I assume you tell her what you will tell him what she told you. So he can make a religion check.
Okay. Aracris, do not fail me. 25 religion. Should I add the guidance or Laila's inspiration?
Yeah. All right. So he basically tells you that his thoughts. He says, based on what she says, it could be some transformation from having divine energy pouring through her, but without further analysis of the situation, there'd be no way to truly understand it. And especially without being there, he actually it would have happened. So he says he will look into it, but he doesn't think that he'll come up with too much solutions. Even Mistress seems to be a little confounded about the situation. She's never heard of such a thing happening before. Especially not to one being in particular.
Okay.
Which is that low in the cosmic scale of things. Human is a pretty low point for that kind of divine energy to influence someone. So he doesn't know why that would be the case.
Yeah.
And now you can feel free to talk to Oral.
So, Oral, should we talk to the headmaster, to the guildmaster, about what happened to Estra? He was asking. I heard that he was asking about her.
Well, I don't really know. He kind of wanted to give it to ourselves at first, but it does seem he's getting used to it and now doesn't mind sharing it with others. So I guess we could bring it up. It couldn't make much harm. Maybe he will know anything about her change.
Then he will go on. She will go on and communicate that to the guildmaster.
Yeah, he's sitting there and you're telling them this stuff. And he says, well, isn't that a good question? I don't really know why that would even happen. He says, especially to someone who doesn't seem to come off as very powerful.
Well, this was more about this. Well, I have the doubt, but this was more to inform you because I heard you were looking for her.
Oh yeah. Of course, I was concerned. I was wondering why she. Well, I mean, she makes me a lot of money, but that's besides the point. I was wondering where she went because, well, she does sell potions to us too, so very useful asset.
Yeah, but I think she cannot come to the city Her state prevents her to do so.
Well, that seems kind of strange. Oral,
Yeah.
can you shine some light on this, or is this just is this something that she wants to keep to herself? Because I'm fine with that.
Sorry. What do you mean?
I'm just saying if she doesn't want to talk about what's happening to her, or I don't want to have an angsty teenager on my hands.
I don't really know. At first, it seemed like that. It seems. See, I mean, it was in the moment also the shock of the sudden change because it was pretty sudden and have like few hours. But now she actually reached out for us and well, she happily greeted the others and such. So I think I don't know. I think he doesn't mind anymore.
He says good news is I heard that the tournament's being held outside the city, near the training grounds, as a matter of fact. So maybe she'll be able to go in there and have some fun.
Yeah, that could be great. I think she actually enjoys like her new form. From what the little I could like get from it, it makes her like be more in tune with the world or whatever is alive around her. It's like a good sensation, but she's also pretty lonely being alone in the wilderness. So yeah, maybe it's a good opportunity for her to I don't know to mix up again. Although I don't know how people will react to her. People at times in the cities are a bit skeptical. Just see how they are always
don't
running
cover it up.
Get tuned.
They're skeptical. They're pretty racist sometimes. I mean, when's the last time we've seen an Orc Guild member? Never. Come on.
Hey, maybe with time we will see. I hope so. Like.
I mean, with the amount of orcs that are still trying to kill us, it might take a couple centuries.
Hey, we have Sark. We have.
Yeah, and we do have that half orc downstairs. He seems pretty nice. A little old, but I mean, I'm getting there, right? And he says, "Am I getting a little gray hair?" And he's playing with his little goatee. And there's just no gray hair there.
You look perfectly young to me.
Damn it, my spell's too good.
I mean, you also gnomes tend to age quite slowly, don't you?
Yeah. But you live to be 100 and something, and you think you get a little something for it? No, everyone thinks you're 20. It's kind of annoying.
Oh man. I mean, we gave you a lot for it. We all respect you, man. You know it.
He says, I know. More and more people are barging into my office, and I have no idea what to do.
You're doing just fine. You see? Hey, I didn't let the newbies take any harm this time. We all can improve every day.
He says, I'm surprised. Legitimately.
Not even a scratch.
I tell you that there's promotion involved, but yeah, we don't really have ranks like that. Although we are working on an upstairs, which is going to be fun. I get a new office. You guys get this floor. Wonder what we're going to put in this floor. Man, am I going to want to spend all my time down here or in my office?
Momento.
He's like, dang it. I'm going to have to go over the plans.
And that's up to you, I guess.
He says, but enough of that. As long as if she wants to talk to us about it, we can set up a meeting. Of course, with the festival and the tournament coming up, we're really hoping to see that we get around and see what's out there. And of course, hopefully nothing bad happens.
Yeah, hopefully we just have good fun. The city really needs some kind of party. It's been
He says, "Oh yeah,
hard
I
time.
invested in your little festival, by the way. Hope you like the pie eating contest."
I will certainly have to try that.
And he says, "Yeah, you should really hear it. A lot of people know about it now, so hopefully you get a lot of traffic." And he looks out the window of his office, and you kind of join him for a moment, and you can see like just wagons rolling in. They're all heading to the northern area. And most of these wagons don't have their tops up, and you can see like tents and like large tents, like probably take like 4 people to set up. And he says, "We got a lot of tents coming in. It's gonna be big."
I guess I will have to train a bit with this new armor of mine, so I can be
He
somewhat
says,
ready for the tournament.
he says, "You know what would be funny? To see you on the back of Khatum with a big lance trying to joust."
I don't have a lance though. I never really
He says,
tried.
"I think they
Yeah.
give you weapons
Oh,
to keep."
okay. I guess I could try to. Yes, I don't know. It doesn't seem the kind of thing I could be very skilled at though. A lot of
He says,
coordination needed.
he says, "I'll give you a little hint. There's a lot of stuff to do in that tournament. 3 big ones for sure, which is some would say the most knightly. Not that that means anything." He says, "There's going to be jousting, and then there's going to be duels, which I think you do really well in. And
Yeah,
then the other thing, and the last thing was archery.
I think I had
Going
enough
to
of
do
that
some
today.
throwing weapons as well. So they might do throwing weapons. So archery, throwing, jousting, and dueling. I don't think they'll have a brawl scenario going on. See how well everyone does one-on-one.
I guess we will see.
He says, "Of course, there's your festival. I'm looking forward to the pie eating contest." You kind of noticed a slip of him already like signing like a preemptive like, "I'm going to go participate in that event."
Well, I see. I see you have a lot of planning and preparations to do for the event. So I guess
He says, "Oh yes, yes, yes."
I leave you to your business and I go to see if I can learn to handle this armor of mine.
He says, "Is it a problem? Like a real problem?"
What do you mean?
And, I just said you're going to practice it. Is it just a normal thing, or is it really like a big problem?
No, it's just, I mean, it's new and it's very sturdy, but also it's very heavy. Not easy to move in it. So I have to train and get a bit of practice.
He says, "Oh, it can't be that heavy. Give me the gauntlet." And he gets out of his chair and he walks over to you.
He unstraps the gauntlet and puts his
Yeah,
on his hand.
yeah. You drop the gauntlet and it lands in his arms. He's like, "Holy!" And he says, "This thing's 15 pounds."
At the very least.
He's like, "Take it back."
Yeah, I'm gonna take it back. I'm about to get it back. Are you holding up there well, Pinkus? You seem to be struggling a bit. But it's totally not heavy, isn't it?
He says, "I've been sitting on my..." He's thinking about it. He's like, "I've probably been in that seat for like, how long? And rather than go into like any notebook or counting his fingers, he goes over to the calendar and he starts flipping it over. He's like, I've been in that chair for like 2 months. Like, I don't know what. Maybe I should go out a bit more. It's been a while since I stretched myself. This
Hey,
festival was a good idea.
look at the plus side. You may have an ass of steel now.
He says, oh, I'm sure the ladies will love that.
They always do.
And he says, well, I think we've held enough of each other's time. Well, I think you got some preparations to do. I got some things to sign. And, of course, I'm sure it's going to be a big day for in the next couple days. So be ready.
I'll try. Let's see if we can reaffirm the reputation of this guild.
All right. And I think that's a safe place to stop. Thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks for any of you two for playing, as well as the other 3 who were playing this mission and getting your rewards.
Thank you for running. Thank you the others for playing, and thank you for those for watching.
Yeah, I had great fun in this session. That part was hilarious.
So for the people who didn't show up and for you two, I will post the stats up in the FC. I say FC chat. I'll post it in the guild chat so that everyone knows what the stats are and knows that they got it. As for everyone else, have a good night.